So what all elements are there of a process? A process has its state, one of 5 states, which just now we have seen. The program counter, which shows which next instruction has to be executed. The CPU registers, that what values a CPU has at any point of time, right? Then CPU scheduling information. We will look scheduling information of processes in more detail, what algorithm normally an operating system has for scheduling a processes. Memory management information. Here memory means the primary memory. Accounting information, how much time it has already took for execution, the process number, etc. The IO status information, what IO devices has acquired and what response it got from those IO devices. So all these are the elements of a process. Then the process control block. Every process has its process control block. When a process is created, its process control block is also gets created, which contains the process elements which we have seen in the last slide in this. The created and it has been created, PCB is created and managed by the operating system. It allows support for multiple processes. That means because of PCB, multiple processes may be created in the system at a time. How? Because each process has its separate address space, its separate process control block, and process control block contains all the state information of a process, all the resources holded by a process, the current state of a process, the current program counter of a process, and the most important, memory limits, which defines the address space of a process. Suppose a process has base address 200 and the limit as 100, right? This is my overall, suppose, memory. In memory, 200 is the starting base address of a process and its limit is 100. That means the last address will be 300. Many of the times you might have been come across an error which shows the segmentation fault error in the program, and this error mostly comes because of some address issue. The process is attempting to access address of a memory which is outside of this process scope, which is outside of its address space, right? Suppose this process P1 tries to access the memory location 350, which is out of its address space, because P1's address space is 200 plus 100, that is 300. So it can access the memory locations only between 200 and 300. When it tries to access address belongs to 350, it gives an error. That is the segmentation fault, right? So when multiple processes are there in my system, there has to be some mechanism by which I restrict a process to access another process's address space. I want to embed the enforcement of boundaries among processes so that two processes do not interfere with each other, right? So this address space information is also placed in PCB, and it supports the multiple processes in the same system at the same time. So a PCB can be defined as a manifestation of a process in an operating system. It is also known as a process descriptor or task control block, which controls the task. It also supports the suspension and resuming a process from the previous state, because previous state is saved in the PCB. Suppose at any point of time the CPU was executing or computing some instruction, so those instructions will be, or those values of CPU registers will be saved back to PCB of the process control block, as well as it also stores the program counter in the main memory, and when next time this process gets again executed, it will be resumed from the last state when it was suspended, and this is possible only because of PCB contents. So PCB may include the current state of the process, unique identification of the process, that is also called as process ID, PID in the short form, pointer to the process's parent process, pointer to the process's child process, process's priority. Process's priority may be required to schedule the process. We will look the scheduling of processes in detail in our later sessions. Pointers to locate the process's memory, that where this process is located in the main memory, at what location. Pointers to allocate resources, what resources are acquired by this particular process is also stored in the PCB. A register save area, where CPU's register values will be saved when this process is suspended, or will be used to resume the process when it gets its turn to execute next time. The processor on which process is running. If process has been executed in multi-processing environment, then the information about the processor, where the processor was running, is also saved in the process